What's up, travelers? Kayse here. If you're new to this channel, I post weekly videos every Friday to help take you away from the everyday stresses of life, even if just for a little bit. Usually, this will take the form of comedy. So, if that sounds like something that you'd be interested in, feel free to become a traveler at any moment by clicking that subscribe button and hitting that notification bell. Today's video comes by request. The request was made by a YouTube channel called Mr. Dalek Emperor 2. And the request was, can you react to Series 1, Episode 1 of a sitcom called Men Behaving Badly? So I've never heard of a TV show called Men Behaving Badly, but I'll definitely check it out. I'm actually pretty excited to check it out because I haven't seen it, so this should be interesting. And if you also haven't seen it, then I hope that you enjoy checking out with me. And if you have, then I hope you still enjoy this reaction video. So today I'll be reacting to Series 1, Episode 1 of Men Behaving Badly. So let's just get right into it. This is my Men Behaving Badly Series 1, Episode 1 reaction. Pretty long intro. Intruders.
I left your tea bag in.
Oh, my tongue had fallen out for a minute.
Well, you won't be needing your tongue now Lisa's ditched you, will you?
We're supposed to be going on holiday together. I've already bought my flip-flops.
You can't afford a holiday.
Yes, I can. Tax rebate.
Tax rebate? You've never stayed in a job long enough to pay tax.
Well, maybe they give you money back if you collect enough P45s. I'll buy Lisa a fabulous present. Something with a lot of straps.
Aren't you forgetting something?
Well, do I owe you some of this?
No, Dermot, you owe me all of it. If you buy so much as a newspaper with it, I'll nail your head to the fridge. How am I supposed to keep this mortgage up if you don't pay the rent?
You could always sell one of your kidneys.
You're really upset about that girl, aren't you? You want to talk about it?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind.
Yeah. Well, it's always going to be sad when you first split up with someone, isn't it? You remember all the little things you used to do together? What was she like in bed? Was she a moaner or a screamer?
So you know something's coming when they got that pause.
Anything that takes my mind off sex.
Toad in the hole. Something wobbly and an oyster sauce.
Yes, okay.
Snap out of it. You've got a new job to look forward to today.
Great.
Selling is a very challenging occupation.
I'm no good at it.
I'll tell you what, if you drop in at the office at lunchtime, you can give me the money you owe me, and I'll teach you how to deal with the public.
Well, I thought I'd just sort of let them mill about.
Mill about? What's supposed to happen then?
Deal with the public.
They, you know, go home.
Damn, I can't work it out. You're either very stupid or you're very, very stupid.
Is Dorothy coming over tonight?
Ooh, I don't know. Just turns up these days. I'm going to dump her.
Why?
Well, we've been going out together for 2 years. She's worn out. I mean, she used to be really enthusiastic in bed.
And then she met you.
Yeah. No. I mean, she knows what I like. I know what she likes. After a while, you want it the way you like it.
Or with someone else.
Yeah.
So how are you going to tell her?
Well, I have to make it look like it's her decision.
Start with the moody silence, eh?
Yeah, I'll give her a couple of hours moody silence.
Lull your head a bit.
Yeah. Lull my head, moody silence. Then ask her for my keys back. Say I need a bit of time to discover myself. She'll say, that's it, our relationship's going backwards. Let's call it a day. Then I'll look shattered.
Call her a cab before she changes her mind.
Yeah, good idea. And I'll stand in the window all sort of tearful, waving the cab off. My little eyes all wet, lip all quivery.
That zoom, though.
Then you and me can go and get a pizza.
That sounds very fair.
Wow.
That's the thing, isn't it? I mean, 20 years ago, when men had no respect for women, they just used to say, you're chucked. But now we do respect them. We have to lie to them sensitively.
George? You've heard of the wheel clamp?
Yes?
You're already familiar with the doorknob.
Yes?
Look at that.
A knob wheel.
It's a door clamp, George. What a crap idea. Who sent it? Come in, Anthea. I won't hurt you, probably.
I couldn't understand some of your last tape, the letter to Burridge Security Products, so I tentatively typed in disappointing standard of design.
I've warned you about this before, haven't I, Anthea? I want you to go away and put back in what I actually said. Conceived by a moron and engineered by a git is how I believe I phrased it.
You don't think that's a bit undiplomatic?
Anthea, we are trying to sell reliable security equipment here. These people send me a safe that a small animal could open with a bag over its head.
Well, perhaps we could settle for adding the word utterly to my suggestion.
I'm sorry, Anthea. My git is not negotiable. I let you take my bollocks out last week and it left a nasty taste.
You really take security seriously, don't you?
Well, George, I'm just trying to create a crime-free society where children can grow up free from corruption. I don't know why I hate the little bastards, but there you are.
Well, perhaps you ought to move to the country like Marjorie and me. Don't get much crime there. Bit of pilfering from bird tables, but otherwise it's...
You're lucky, man. The bloke in the flat upstairs when he moved out yesterday, I reckon we'll have squatters in before you can say government housing policy.
Oh, squatters.
That's a biro you're sharpening, George.
I could never be a squatter. You know, having to share the bathroom with people you haven't been properly introduced to.
Hi, George.
Hello, Dermot. How are you?
Oh, can't complain. Depressed, poor, totally shagged out.
How'd it go this morning?
I was very busy. I'd spent half the morning hiding inside a kitchen cabinet until it calmed down.
You do?
The standard of workmanship in those cabinets is incredible, you know. I mean, you expect the odd screwhead to show, wouldn't you?
You should be out there, selling, pushing yourself, shouldn't he, George?
Yes, you've got to be aggressive.
It's simple. I'm going to turn you into a salesman. Show me what you can do. Sell that to George.
Do you want to buy this, George?
Not really.
All right, let's recreate market conditions. You're trying to sell this security device to George, who's a little old lady.
Could I be Welsh?
Eh?
I'd like to be a little old Welsh lady.
If it helps, yeah.
Am I going to be Welsh too? It always comes out Pakistani.
It doesn't bloody matter. Just do it, will you? This is for your benefit.
Madam, the impregnatron door clamp provides a second line of defence against unwelcome guests.
Well, that's a mercy.
I'll just get my assistant to show you how it works. This mobile marvel fits easily over handles, rendering the door unopenable.
Yes, thank you. I'll have one of those.
Great. So, when do you leave Wales and come to London, then?
Oh, there's quite a funny story attached to that. Yes, we were out gathering slate and so on.
All right, you two.
Oh, I enjoyed that. Can I play it with a stutter next?
No. Dermot, have you got me the money?
Tonight, all right?
Yeah, right. That's not bad, is it? British ingenuity. It would have taken 400 strong Japanese working round the clock to come up with an idea like that. Even the most determined intruder will have trouble in... You're like a bull in a china shop. Ask the butcher
So I guess it
to cut
doesn't
the
work.
liver into the thinnest slices possible.
Okay.
Crush the peppercorns in a pestle and mortar if you have one. Well, I haven't got one, Julia. Oh, if you haven't got one, use the back of a spoon.
I'd say that speck of dust got back into the house again.
How'd it go?
Oh, I'm knackered. Fell asleep against this woman on the bus. She was all right until we got to Oxford Circus and I started dribbling on her shoulder.
Slice that, will you? Don't tell me your new employers didn't offer you a cigar and a seat on the board.
Didn't offer me any kind of seat. I was standing up all day fantasising about sofas.
That makes a change from your usual fantasies about semi-naked women in bits of white underwear.
Not really. These sofas already had semi-naked women in them. They squeezed up to let me sit down.
That's your trouble. You're obsessed with sex.
It's your fault. You keep on giving me suggestive food. What are you cooking, anyway?
Well, it's basically an adaptation of a Persian dish in a rather subtle juniper sauce, followed by jelly and ice cream.
With hundreds and thousands?
Yeah.
Good. I need something to take my mind off Lisa.
Yeah.
I taught her all my best beer mat tricks, you know. Why did she leave me?
Perhaps she shouldn't have slept with her best friend.
I'll do it.
Women don't like that much, do they? Her teeth went all kind of clenched, like in Dallas.
Well,
Is this mine?
Nope.
Good, I'm gonna change.
I'll change it to something useful, like a curry. Hey, I think a woman's going to move in upstairs. I found a letter addressed to someone called Deborah.
Great, what's it say?
How should I know? It's private. Actually, I did accidentally speed it open and read it. Mother enjoyed her holiday in France, but the weather was a bit disappointing.
France, eh? Bonjour, Deborah. Je m'appelle Dermot, I'm sensitive and artistic.
Have you got a sharp knife in there?
Yeah, it's on the side. I'll bring it out in a minute. Yo, get down, bitch!
Dermot! Oh, I see, it's a duvet. Well, silly old me. I thought for a minute there you'd spent all the money you owe me on a new suit, you piece of scum.
I'm looking after it for a friend.
No, you're not.
Why, it's an investment.
No, it isn't. It's a bloody new, bloody suit, you bastard.
It's not my fault. Whenever I see a check, I go out of control. I'm the same with tight black skirts, actually.
This is my money we are talking about here. What would you say if I emptied your wallet and went out on a spending spree?
I'd say, what can you buy these days for an old library ticket and a picture of Lisa bending down on Brighton Beach?
Shut up. Well, what else have you bought for yourself?
Nothing.
Well, what's in that bag?
Oh, it's a cookery book.
You expect me to believe that, do you?
You're always saying you're tired of me cooking the same thing all the time.
Yeah, all right.
Not that there's anything wrong with fish fingers sur la toast.
Take those stupid sunglasses off. That's something women find hard to believe, isn't it? Two men can have a quiet evening in on their own, enjoying a thoughtful and civilized conversation.
What were we talking about this morning?
Patsy Kensit's bicycle.
so last.
No, about you chucking Dorothy.
Oh.
You sure you know what you're doing?
Yeah?
She taught you everything you know.
Like what?
Well, sex. The way I'd heard it, you've been pressing all the wrong buttons down there for years.
Well, she put me right in a few technical details, yes.
She said it was like sleeping with a badly informed Labrador.
Harsh.
Oh, honestly, the potholes in your road. Nearly came off my bike twice. 12-hour shift without so much as a Mars bar between bedpans. Then the lifts go on the blink and I've got a hysterectomy stuck between 2 floors.
You mean Dorothy?
Didn't tell me you were cooking, Gary. Hello, Dermot.
Hello, Dorothy. You're looking well.
Hear that, Gary? A compliment. Remember compliments?
They embarrass me. Anyway, you know you're looking well. You're a nurse.
I thought I'd pay you a spontaneous visit. What have you two been up to?
Well, you know, discussing life, women, the meaning of it all.
That's what turns me on about you, Gary. You're not just a burglar alarm salesman. You're also fantastically shallow.
If you must know, I was trying to comfort poor Dermot, who's sitting there destroyed for the love of a woman.
It's all right. I'm beginning to pick up the pieces.
And I'd prefer it if you didn't arrive like this, unannounced, and interrupt.
Your brain-dead ideas about women? Yeah, well, I'm going to go and run myself a bath.
See what I mean? She just barges in.
Well, you gave her the keys.
At least so she could let herself out.
I don't see what the problem is. Oh, well, at least we'll get a clean bath at the end of it.
I'll tell you, mate, it's over. I'm going to start the moody silences.
You started yet? You're going to wait for her to come back. Shut up.
What's the matter with your neck? The funniest thing happened to me at the hospital today. This bloke came in with an aubergine.
Dorothy! Can you pay a bit of attention? I mean, something's wrong here.
Oh, is that what it is?
Look, I'd like my keys back.
You want to finish with me, is that it?
God, that didn't take long.
No. I just think that we both need more time on my own. To
Discover myself.
thank you. To discover myself. I mean, it's nothing to do with you. It's all me. I mean, a personal space thing, and I need the personal space to discover the person within myself. It's a voyage of discovery. You see what I mean?
To it.
So, you think we should split up then?
I do if you're unhappy, yes.
Yeah. And you can cope with the idea of being on your own,
Well, hasn't been much fun lately, has it?
hasn't it?
I sometimes think the only thing that's keeping us together is sex.
Yeah. Even with a badly informed Labrador, as Dermot informed me.
Sorry, Dorothy.
Just leave me alone, will you?
Well, here are your keys.
So this is it?
Seems to be.
And you're okay?
Well, obviously you don't go out with a person for 2 years without...
I know, I'm upset too.
I was going to say without wanting to try out a few other people.
There's no need to be callous.
No, if you want to finish it, fine. I'll just have to go on with my life. See how things work out with Graham.
With who?
Graham.
Who's Graham?
Friend.
What sort of friend?
Friend. You know, friend.
What, the talking to kind of friend, or the taking each other's clothes off kind of friend?
But Gary, I'm not going
That's
into
correct,
it.
isn't it? Well, you're honest with someone, you make a commitment to them, and then you find out they've got a bloody friend.
Bro, you're gonna break up with
I
her.
haven't.
Well, he doesn't just sit there adjusting his underwear, he talks to me.
I talk to you?
He's sensitive.
I'm sensitive.
He's a doctor.
I'm sensitive. Look, perhaps I don't need quite so much time to myself. I can't bear the thought of not sleeping with you again.
I know.
I'm a bit confused.
I know.
Do you love me, Noodle?
I love you, donkey.
Donkey and Noodle, huh?
Hello? Didn't tell me you had a new friend, damn it.
We haven't known each other long.
Hi, I'm Deborah. I bought the flat upstairs.
Hello, Gary. Flat downstairs.
Yeah.
Oh, this is Dorothy. She's a nurse.
Does anyone know what this is?
Yes, I took the precaution of immobilizing your door. Total security, you see.
I just touched it and it fell off.
Yeah, well, the concept still needs some fine-tuning.
It fell onto the bridge of my foot.
Oh, that's awful.
Yeah, I'm a nurse. If anyone needs any treatment, I'll be giving it. I'm fine.
You put your foot in a sling or something?
Oh, thanks. But I have to go and measure up. I'm moving in tomorrow.
Oh, you can't go measuring up after a serious foot injury. Here, have some wine. Cheers.
So, are you living in a sharing situation?
No.
Oh.
Do you all live in this flat?
No,
That's
she
pretty good.
lives with
I like
another
that
miles
one.
away.
So, it's just you then, on your own?
Yes, at the moment.
Just
At
the
the
one
moment.
person then?
I know. Let's
That's
run through
what
the numbers
at the long
again, shall we?
means.
So, you bought the upstairs flat. Or the flat upstairs, as we call it.
Oh, that's a knee
Anyone
slapper.
helping you move in?
Yeah, a friend of mine's got a van. He's going to give me a hand. I'm afraid there'll be a bit of humping upstairs.
Well, if you need me, I'm completely here. In fact, your bathroom's just above my bedroom, so I can hear you taking a shower.
Awkward.
Anyway, tell me about yourselves. Well, Gary and I have been going out together for a couple of years now. Oh, that's nice. Yeah. In fact, we were just off to bed, weren't we, donkey?
Eeyore.
Well, we can get
She's
to know
like,
each other
okay.
properly later on.
Yes, and you drop in any time at all.
Night or day.
Or dusk.
Dusk.
I wanted to ask you a favour. I don't have a spare set of front door keys, and I was hoping I could borrow some from you.
Oh, look, here are some.
Clear for our front door in case your facilities haven't been connected up yet and you need to borrow some electricity or something.
Thanks, that's kind. Oh, wait. I brought a little moving in present.
Oh, thanks.
Chocolates. They're Belgian.
Never mind, that's lovely.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Wait a minute, I've got a present for you. I'll go and get it.
Unfortunately,
never mind.
chocolate irritates Gary's bowels. Oh dear. Well, it's so difficult to know what to buy, especially for men. I find Gary responds well to anything from a toy shop.
I bought this to give to whoever moved in upstairs.
You think it's appropriate? Yeah?
Absolutely. You can read that and then try out some of the ideas on us.
No, you really didn't have to.
It's all right.
Let's make love, your guide to improbable sex. You don't waste much time, do you? Right. Thank you.
Dorothy.
Oh, excuse me.
It's meant to be a cookery book.
You are pathetic.
Sorry about my flatmate. How embarrassing. Now, let me take this off you and burn it.
I ought to be going.
What, so soon?
Let's get together sometime.
For a meal or just swimming?
She fancies me.
She fancies me.
Okay, so my thoughts on men behaving badly. I thought it was actually pretty good. They had a few moments where I thought it was actually pretty funny. And I like how the characters play off of each other. They centered on a theme and went with the story, and they didn't go off topic, so that's really nice because I really dislike when shows do that, when they have a theme and they have a center focus and then they branch off because I don't know, the writers got distracted or something. So I'm really glad that they focused on the theme and they kept going with that. And all in all, I thought it was actually pretty good. So I know this video was a long one, but if you stayed until the end, thank you for doing that. And I hope you guys liked my YouTube video reaction of Men Behaving Badly, Series 1, Episode 1. If you did, don't forget to smash the like button. Question of the day. So every show has to start off somewhere. That's with a series premiere episode. Sometimes they get it right, sometimes they don't. That doesn't necessarily mean that the shows are bad or anything. Some shows just take a little bit to pick up until they finally get to a point to where they're really awesome. Some of my favorite shows have really terrible premiere episodes, and other ones that maybe later on, season 2, 3, they kind of drift off and I just think that they're okay now. But they had an amazing premiere episode. So it could go either way. But for today's question of the day, the question is, what is your favorite show in regards to the series premiere episode? That's season 1, episode 1. Post your answers in the comments below. If you're not already subscribed, consider clicking that subscribe button because then you'll be informed about new videos. And if you do, don't forget to click that notification bell so you never miss a video. So that's going to conclude this week's video. Until next time, I'm officially Kayse, and I'm officially signing off. Peace out, everyone.